okay? So let's just talk about the collective first. For the majority of you, I feel like this is definitely speaking true about a union, okay? This could be a union between you and another person. The two of you might be deciding to tie the knot, and you have, you know, someone that is taking care of all of the vows. So that's why there's three of you. There's you, your mate, and, you know, the priest or whoever it is that is performing the ceremony. It could be that you guys are attending a wedding of some sort or some type of an event. One of you or two of you could be a motivational speaker. There could be the fact that you guys are putting on an event for something that you two have collectively put together, because with the Three of Pentacles, we're talking about enterprise here. This could be some type of successful project, or there could be the fact that there is something that you two have been wanting to invest in, and you needed some outside source to help you. Maybe you're trying to buy a new home and you're finally closing the deal. Maybe you're wanting to purchase, you know, a car, or the first major purchase together. It's something like that I'm feeling. There's some type of new thing, a project, a major event, something where it's you, another individual, and someone there to witness or to seal the deal. It's something like that, okay? Now, what I'm also hearing is that, because this is a good card for people that are creative, or projects that have gotten finally finished, or something that has finally been completed to the point where now you can present it to someone or other individuals, or you can call on other people to come in and say, hey, look, it's finally complete, or hey, this is what we've been working on, you know, behind the scenes. Something like that, okay? This could also be something that puts you and other individuals in the spotlight, all right? And a lot of times people don't talk about the other portion of the meaning of this card. It could be that you are now being exposed to success in a larger way, or in a way that you never had expected or never have them before. So now you're in the spotlight, okay? And so there could be some individuals that are around you that are making you feel uncomfortable about this success, uncomfortable about this new union, all right? So there could be a little bit of negative attention that could be surrounding you, because you do have a newfound success story, you know. But the thing about it is you're not going to allow this to put a damper on your new project or your new union. You're going to stay confident, and you're not going to allow this to harm the progress that you have, you know, instilled for this, whatever it is, to flourish, okay? But with that being said, okay, this card also came out directly after, okay? And this card speaks about disquietness, okay? It's like, you know, I should be happy about whatever this is, right? You should be very, very happy. And the reason why I brought the second meaning out about this card, that a lot of times we forget to touch on, or we don't even bring out in the reading, but this card here talks about something not being quite right. Maybe you're looking around and you're like, you know what? People should be a lot more happier for me. Or maybe you feel like you're not as happy as you should be about something finally being completed, or, you know, the union between you and another person finally going to the next level, or something that you've wanted for a very long time finally coming to fruition. There's a little bit of this quietness where it's like, there's just something here that's just not quite right. Okay, so we're gonna keep it moving, but I thought that it was very important to bring out the second meaning to this card once I saw this. So it's just like there's some success here, okay, but it's for some reason you guys are a little on guard, or you guys aren't as happy as you thought that you would be. Maybe some of you thought that being in the spotlight or getting to this level of success was going to make you feel a lot different or even better than what it really has. All right. Now, I'm also hearing this as a download. For some of you, this could mean that there is more success, there's more money, and now it's like you feel like there's more people coming around you that really weren't there for you before this newfound success. It's like, what do they want? It's like, do they want just a piece of the pie? Or do they want to come and see out of curiosity what I've done? Are they here to diminish my light? It's something like that. Or if you are getting married, right? And there are some people, some friends or family members that haven't been quite on board with this relationship or the person that you're thinking about tying the knot. Maybe they are lurking around now and asking a lot of questions or throwing a lot of shade, all right? Maybe there is a situation also, and I'm getting this for a small group, that maybe you were invited to an event, or, it could have been a wedding or an anniversary or some type of showing, okay? And it's like, I don't know why this person is inviting me, or I don't feel like this is a genuine invite here. Is this person trying to show me something or be showboaty? There's just something's just not right. Even when I'm doing this reading, I can feel the undercurrent, okay? So you did get the commune with the source card here, okay? We're going to dive into that, because ultimately when you have that feeling of something not being quite right, 9 times out of 10 there is something to be said about that feeling. All right, there's something that is digging deep down into your intuition, trying to signal you as to, yeah, something's definitely going on here. All right, so it says that excuse me, nature holds all of the answers. All right, and the wisest witch knows her questions will be answered when she dives into the natural world without reservation, is what I meant to say. So again, tapping into your own reservations, into your own intuition. When you have that first moment, that first thought, like something's not right, it's time to dig a little further. It says it's time to recommune with the raw, authentic self that was you when you were sparked into this existence, and what you will be when you transition into the next plane of existence. Okay. There's a lot of intense activity and visibility at this time, okay? And you are also prompted to kind of retreat a little bit into the shadows. All right, so everything that has been said in this card kind of reflects back to what it was saying here. It's like you're in the limelight, or you've been invited to be a part of something, and it's like, something don't feel right. I don't know if I should be here or if that's the thing to do. And it's like, okay, if you are putting on an event, it's like, do the event and then retreat, okay? Or if you feel like someone is putting you in a position to be in the spotlight and for some reason that does not feel right to you, you need to understand that there's a reason why, okay? And you might want to double check with yourself, okay? Never question that little gut feeling. All right, so let's just keep going. Let's see how this unravels here. Sorry guys, I'm a little tongue-tied because I've been doing readings all day since early morning, and I'll tell you what, after you do a couple here, you tend to trip over your own words. Okay, so just hang in there with your girl, okay? So what is, let's just get some goddess advice. Very good. Okay. Unconditional love. Wow. And undying love. It says the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. Yeah. So for some of you, it's like you're showing up to this major event regardless. Okay. It's like, you know that you have this unconditional love for the person or people. And it's like, you know what? My unconditional love outweighs this feeling. I'm going to go, I'm going to show up, and then after, I am going to retreat because I want to be there. I want to show my support, but I'm going to take a step back. So it's like, for some of you, you already know that you're going to go attend because you're faithful and committed to this person or these people. If you are someone that is going to be celebrating some type of big event that's within your home, or, you know, celebrating yourself or your significant other, like an anniversary or a wedding, right? I would say this. You might have some reluctancy towards some of the people that have been invited. And it's like, it's not about them, you know, it's definitely about your unconditional love, your undying love for what you're doing or who you are committing to. So it's just like, you know, let that be that. But then we also see with this unconditional card as well, because this is undying love, which talks about unconditional love, and this is the unconditional love card. It says, love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Okay, look at this. So no matter what you're feeling, yeah, there's something that might not be right, but at the same time, it's like, do what you have to do to be supportive, or to, you know, birth this baby, so to speak. Maybe for some of you, I don't know why I said that, maybe for some of you this is about a baby. I don't know too many major events that would be going on in large masses right now due to what is going on in the world today. But if you are having these small gatherings or get-togethers, or you could be planning this for the future, or maybe you were planning this for around this time and it's no longer going to be able to be had, and now you have to, you know, get down to just a few people. Maybe that doesn't seem right to you, you know, or maybe it doesn't seem right to you that you've narrowed it down to some of the people that you have. Maybe you're second questioning that. Maybe you're wondering, is this even the right time to do this? Because I can't have all the people that I want to be here. I don't have the people that I would love to share this with. Again, there's an undertone of something not being right or feeling right now. But then there's this undying love. There's this unconditional love for this thing, for this situation, this person, this ceremony, that's making you want to continue on. Okay, it's making you want to continue despite this uneasy feeling. It's a very interesting reading so far. All right, so let's get a look at what your soul is experiencing, or what it is saying here. Maybe it can give us a little bit more insight as to what is really going on. And I know that there's a lot of people that are struggling because, you know, none of us seen what is going on in the world today coming. And so there's a lot of things that are shut down, or there's like limitations when it comes to, you know, amounts of people. Some people are really uneasy at the fact that some people are still able to thrive during these hard times. So I'm just looking at that. So we did get the creativity card, all right? So right now, it's like you really need to get creative here, all right? Especially if this is something that you've been planning and, you know, it just doesn't seem right to move forward. It's like, try to get creative, especially if there's a deadline and you can't go ahead and change things. It's like, try to tap into your creative side and see what you can do to make this feel a little bit different, or to be able to look at this from a different perspective. Now, I'm also seeing here with golden memories, all right? Let's look at the golden memories here, because there could be an incident where, I'm trying to get these books here without, I have so many decks sitting here and so many cards because I use so many when I'm reading. I'm trying to not have any of them fall to the ground here. But what I'm seeing here is that some of you might not feel right now because someone may have passed away, someone from the other side. It's like, you know, you finally got to complete something, or you're finally where you want to be in union with someone, or you've reached the level of success, and there's a loved one or loved ones that you would really want to be here, but they can't be because they've passed on, right? So for some of you, you are struggling with this. It's like, you know, I just don't know how I'm going to be able to feel a level of success or happiness or togetherness when I feel like a part of me just simply is not here. There's people that mean the most to me that are not here to see or experience this situation, okay? So I am seeing a little bit of that. But they do want you to know that all is well, okay? And that they're not separate from you, okay? Because they're not here on this earth's plane. You know, they are literally still here with you in spirit. So if you are someone that has lost someone and you are experiencing, you know, a birth of a project or a birth of a baby or a ceremony that's supposed to happen, and you're missing them tremendously, someone from the other side is showing up today to say, I'm still here. Because with this undying love here, this undying love, if you look at this image here, there's like, it's kind of faded out around the image of the woman, and then the trees and the flowers, those are more vibrant because those are here in the reality of the now as we know it as living beings. But there is someone here. This is a direct message. I don't know who this is for. There's a direct message of like, yeah, I might not be here in the physical, but there is this undying love that I still have for you, and I'm still proud of you. And I wish that I could be there in the physical, but I'm definitely here in the spirit. So all is not lost. This isn't like, oh, you can't go on and you can't do these things and you can't accomplish these things or receive these awards or, you know, do what it is that you need to do without me being there, because I'm still here and I'm still present. So someone's loved one came through to give this message, all right, which is always a beautiful thing. I've had this happen a handful of times since I've been on this channel, and a lot of times, you know, our loved ones from the other side will come through when they see that you are struggling, and someone out here watching this channel is struggling with the idea that someone has passed on and is not here to experience something very significant in their life. So just know that your loved one wants you to know it's okay. All right, so there is someone here. This just came through. There's someone here that is remarrying, and their spouse or their loved one has passed on, and it doesn't feel quite right to be so happy knowing that the man or the woman that I loved initially has passed on. And they're saying, you know, I want you to move forward. I want you to continue to feel love. All right, it's okay. I would hate for you to be on this earth living and breathing and to never be able to experience love in its full splendor just because I'm not here in the physical. I would hate that for you. Okay, wow. All right, so the next card we have here, a lot of different messages, is Moon Tree. All right, so Moon Tree talks about an old idea resurfacing. Conditions are now right. The moon is in alignment with your heavenly star. Nurture this idea with love and positive energy as you will achieve positive results. The mysterious image on this card shows a majestic oak tree rooted in fertile soil. It has grown strong and tall, its branches reaching out to the sky, nourished by the light of a spiritual moon. This card also represents a marriage of some kind. The marriage of heaven and earth, the physical and the spiritual, or a sacred union through which something new is born. Okay, wow. So, like I was saying here, some of you might be getting married or having an anniversary coming up. There is something here, something new, a sacred union, like I said before, between you and another person. For a lot of you, this could be a physical, literal marriage, like a brand new marriage, all right? And the Moon Tree pops up to let you know that I know something doesn't feel right, but this is sacred. And a lot of times we do get jitters when we're going into the next phase of our life, right? For some of you, this could be a spiritual marriage, okay? Something spiritual that is turning, all right? So you might be at a level where, you know, there's success or you're being acknowledged and there's something that doesn't seem right, and it's not necessarily a negative for some of you. It's because you are changing spiritually. You have now moved to the next phase of your life, and this moment is going to change you for the better. And anytime change comes, it's very uncomfortable because it's brand new, right?